Hello friends, welcome to December Weekly. This is an open collaboration and this is week 3. After this week we have 1 week left. If you'd like to join in, you can. And if you haven't joined in but you wanted to, you can share everything next week. Just use the hashtag decemberweekly and tag me in your video so I don't miss it. I want to make sure that if you take the time to create a video that I get to see it. Guys, look at this sweet card. It says greetings. And look at this. It's so cute. This is from Kathy of Kathy's Favorite Things. Dear Jovi and family, may the true spirit of Christmas fill your heart and home with joy today and into the coming year. Merry Christmas, XO, Kathy. Thank you so much, Kathy. I love your card. It's so precious. The first thing I'm going to do is add to my little list that I received a Christmas card from Kathy. I hope you guys have had a great week. I know that it's a very busy time of year. I've had an extremely busy week. I've been working a lot and I'm not used to being in a position where my hours can be increased the way that they have. The job that I had prior to this one, it was pretty set hours. So this is a little bit different for me and it's a huge adjustment for me. I do like my job. It's a lot of fun, but I am finding that I am pretty worn out. I picked up some new wrapping paper this week. It's so cute. It's got the snowman ice cream cones on it and the cones say stay cool. I absolutely love it. So I put a little piece of it in here on my spread. I'm also adding a little tag from, I bought some gift card holders and that is one of the tabs from the set of gift card holders that I got. And we ended up, Andrew wanted to get gift cards for people. So he ended up choosing Starbucks because he knows how much Amanda loves coffee. So I have a little Starbucks cutout that I went ahead and put on top of that. Now moving forward, I did do more shopping this week. So I've grabbed some vintage Christmas, it's like a vintage Christmas magazine. I grabbed that and there's this little part in it where it's got these advertisements, and so I'm pulling out a few that sort of go with some of the things that I purchased this week. So on the top here this says shopping guide. I thought that would be pretty cool to add into the journal. And then one of the things that I cut out from the magazine was like some sort of cat toy because that is something that I purchased this week for Brandon's cats. Another thing, now this magazine here is not an old one. This is a newer Coastal Living magazine and I wanted to go through the magazines and see if there was anything that I could use. Well, we do Italian for Christmas. So we order from a place called Felici's. Now we don't order everything from Felici's, but we order the lasagna, sausage and peppers, and chicken parmesan. So I wanted to go through the magazine and see if I could find anything that looked Italian. And so I found a couple of things. So we're going to add that to the journal as well. So I'm going to do two spreads today. One will be the Italian food spread, and then the other is going to be, I think, like a shopping spread. And then I think I'm voicing over, so I know what I worked on. I'm going to also do just a small one that when I look back on it will remind me that I was working a lot. So we're going to start with the food spread. You can see I found some forks. I am cutting those out to see if I can fit those on the page somewhere as well. Here we've got a slice of cheese. Well, I don't know, it's something like a homemade pizza or something, and it's very cheesy and it's got some tomatoes on top. So I figure that will look good. And also the words, it says eat in peace for once, and I thought that was great. So I'm going to add that to this spread as well. I found this image of penne pasta, so I thought I'd go ahead and use that because I'm going to have to make some gluten-free vegan pasta for those of us who eat that way. So I thought that would be a great representation for our specialty diets that we have. I wanted to check on this page to see if the food would work, fit, look good, but I end up not liking it. So I'm going to flip the page and I'm going to start a fresh page for our Italian dinner spread. Some other things that we make for our Italian spread are, I love the tomatoes with the mozzarella, and it's got olive oil and the Italian herbs. So I end up making that homemade. We'll have olives, we'll have artichoke hearts. We might do an olive mixture with like feta cheese. That's always yummy. We'll make sure that we have some nice Italian bread, and we'll probably do some roasted potatoes. And that's probably going to round it out for the meal. I might throw a few extra things in there. But, oh, and usually Arnie, my stepdad, he usually brings deep dish pizza because he loves it. So that's plenty of food. I might, make some extra veggies or green beans or something like that just to make sure those of us who enjoy eating vegetables and the fresher stuff that we'll have access to that. So I am journaling now. In the journal, I'm talking about where we ordered the food, what we ordered. Right now I'm writing lasagna here. Then I will end up writing on the page the sides, like the artichoke hearts and the olives and all that kind of stuff. Now we're going to flip back over to this spread, and I'm going to add the shopping stuff onto this page. And at the end, I'll go ahead and I will show you an up close of both of the spreads. So, like I mentioned, these pieces that I cut out, they are vintage. They were from the 1950s. So that's a lot of fun to work with some old stuff like that. I wanted to be sure to mention to you guys that this is obviously my personal journal, and this is not a journal of perfection. This is a journal for me to sort of let my hair down and create in a way that I'm not worried about perfection. I want it to be fun. I want it to look good, but I'm more into it for the fun of it, to just create this for the memories and just look back with a smile on my face, not look back at it critically at all ever. That's not what this is about for me. So there's a cat on the bottom of the page, and I put a background on it just to give it a little, depth. Anyway, this cat has a mask on, and you can't believe it. This magazine that I found it in was created way before COVID times, but the cat was wearing the mask because its litter box was stinky. But I just thought it was so funny to have it. And of course, it represents that I picked up gifts for my son's and his girlfriend's cats. So it just was a great image. I had to put it in there. Then I got gifts for their dog. So I have a little dog on a sofa that I just put on there. Now I'm using my little punch. I'm punching out some banners just to add some color here and there. I'm also going to punch out some flowers. Again, just to embellish the page and add some color and interest. I have a snowflake here, and this was actually a tag, but I messed it up or something. And so I thought, well, I'm not going to throw it in the trash. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the journal. I feel like this past week, all I've been doing is working, shopping, and wrapping gifts. I mean, that's been my life for 3 weeks now. With a few other things sprinkled in. Well, here, let me give you a close-up of the page. So this is the Italian dinner page. Basically the plans for dinner. We ordered the Italian food. I've got all the things that I want on the menu written down on the page. If while I'm prepping for dinner time and I forget something, I can always open this journal and have a look because everything will be written on here, which is great. Now we're going to have a look at our shopping page, and it's pretty whimsical because we have that cat with the mask on. It's just full. It's just, this page is packed full of stuff. Our Starbucks gift cards, our 1950s shopping and snippets. the wrapping paper piece that I cut out. I put shop on there because this page represents some of the things that I picked up this week. And then next to it, to the left over here, I added 3 of the flowers that I punched out in this cool plaid. I love it. And then I put the word work, 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 and because that's what I feel like I've been doing. So that is my week, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked it, and if you want to join in, please feel free to do that. Thanks for watching. See you soon.